Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're going to continue the Evoker starting zone on the Dragonflight beta. The Ebon Scales. We got past the Primalist incursion, now we must reach the creche. Scale Commander Sarkareth is as tough as they come, and his Wirren holds the line. But a dragon has the Ebon Scales pinned down. Time for us to join the fight. Take point, give the signal when we are in range of the dragon, then we will hit it with everything we have. Watch out for ambushes, I have a bad feeling about this. Reach Scale Commander Sarkareth, and then we're going to have to fight this dragon. Big red dragon.
The Dragonflight.
We need to grab that dragon's attention so the Ebon Scales can strike.
Get us close to the target and then give the signal, Evoker.
Right, so we've got to get close in, so we've got to go up the hill, and if this goes well, we'll get ourselves a trinket. So that is a big dragon. Ooh, what stunned me? Oh, there's something chasing us up the hill. Get 'em, guys! It's them lizard boys again. Bye, lizard boys. Ooh. Who set fire to the ground there, then? That's interesting, that fire just seemed to appear from nowhere. Right, so how close do we have to get to signal the attack? Can we do it from here? No. Oh, we're going to get attacked by everything as we move, aren't we? It's going to be a bit difficult to get to the dragon then. Oh, ding! Level 60. And we've got a couple more spells. Ooh. More things to play with. Dungeons unlocking. Yeah, of course there'll be new dungeons at level 60. Right, it says two new dungeons. A revamp of Alderman is one of them. Legacy appeared. Right, are we close enough to do it? No, we're still not close enough to click the signal.
Stand ready.
Ah, right, so... Oh, we've got to be right in front of it by the looks of it. Okay, can we do it now? Can I send the signal? Oh, look, I can't click the signal because it's gone underneath my action bars. Oh no, look, it's put the signal right under my action bars. Oh gosh, that's a bit of a problem. I've got to physically move the UI to be able to click it. Oh wow. Yay!
Wake up to find a
How to move the
dragon in our crate. Then fight off an
Work in
elemental
progress.
army at our doorstep. I want
Answers will have to wait. The Primalists spoke
Ebon
of unleashing a great
Scales,
storm
strike
upon
as
the
one.
world.
Yay, both sides fighting together. Get rid of the dragon. It takes quite a lot of us though to take down one dragon. Very formidable dragon, huh?
They are unworthy of the dragon blood in their veins. They mean nothing. Leave them. The elements have granted me the power I need. At long last, the mistress of the storm shall be free.
Kurog Grim Totem. Grim Totem is a familiar name, but I don't know this
dragon in our
Kurog.
crate. Then fight off an elemental army at our doorstep. I want answers, Azuraphel.
Well, we don't have a lot of answers because we don't remember anything.
The Primalists spoke of unleashing a great storm upon the world. We must stop them.
We know it's dangerous, we just don't know exactly why because we can't remember.
Report.
You fight well, Evoker. But we had this under control. The Ebon Scales look after our own. Oh, yeah, we helped. You can't just say thanks for the help. Oh, Sarkareth, they said you were a tough, crazy bit of a guy, but yeah, come on. Right, so let's let them know that we had a bit of a problem with the signal flare thing because it was underneath the action bars. And especially in the starting zone, I bet we can move all the elements around, but in the starting zone, would you think to move a quest marker icon to a suitable position on your screen? Probably not, so it ought to auto default to the top above everything else. just in case people haven't set it up like I didn't. It didn't occur to me to set up a target thing for a quest marker. So when we set a UI, we'll probably have to remember to kind of put it to the side of us, maybe like where the blue dragon's feet are, sort of down at the side of the action bars or something, just so that it's not going to get hidden by other things.
That will be all.
Rally to Emberthal. Now that the fight is done, you ask me to report in to Emberthal. Does Azurathal expect me to follow her commands? I think not. Oh, he's very proud, isn't he? The Ebon Scales answer only to the Earth Warder, and thus far I have received no orders from Nilfarian. Sarkarath glowers. Still, I'm not blind to the threat these primalists represent. I am certain I have fought their kind before, and yet... We will rally to the grounds once my people have recovered. You are dismissed, Evoker. Report back to Emberthal. Right, so he's quite proud, but he is going to come along and help because he knows we need it.
Found. My Warren takes orders only from me. Understood?
As you will, but stay alert. There are dragons circling above, possibly hostile.
Ebon Scales, gather the signets of the dead, then prepare to move out.
Well, at least he's going to come and help. He's been a bit proud about it, but they are his people and he wants to protect them. But he is going to come and help, so that's the important thing. We get everybody together to help fight the big bad and protect what's left of our people. And hopefully along the way we'll remember what's going on. Right, so now we need to figure a way to get back to Emberthal. Right, they're going to attack me again, aren't they? Before I try to soar up into the sky, I need to know which direction I need to go in. Oh, that was probably a mistake, because that's just aggroed a load more people, hasn't it? Yeah, so the flight mechanic over their heads is a fun ability. Oh no, I am going to die, aren't I? Yep. So I decided to try and use that flight ability, and then I got myself killed. Oh, wait, was my... I didn't see my body marked on that map, did I? It's over there, isn't it? On that big pedestal platform. Yeah, look, it's not marked on the map. There should be a marker, shouldn't there, on the map for where I died? And there isn't one there, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think I died on that platform over there. Luckily, I died next to something that's iconically noticeable even in the spirit realm. But it's over a great hole in the ground. And definitely is not a marker on there. It doesn't look like we can soar in the spirit realm. Yeah, let me just point out that I actually don't have a marker for where my body is. So normally there's a marker on the map so that you can recover your corpse and resurrect, but there isn't one, so that definitely feels like a little bit of a bug, so we'll report that so someone can have a bit of an investigate. Try to put these reports in as smaller number of words as you can, and a rough area of where we are, so they've got some hope of tracking it down. Okay. Right, so how do we get across there? So if we res... Can we just auto-res here? No, we're going to get the full res sickness, aren't we? Don't really want to do that. So we're going to have to try and figure a way across, can it? We can sort of glide fall, so we don't just plummet to the ground. But yeah, there's a path up there, so that's not going to be too awful for us to get back, I don't think. But there were quite a few bad guys at the top that we'd pulled, so if we tried to resurrect we might create a few problems for ourselves. As long as we don't die a second time. Yeah, up here this way, and then I think we'll find our body at the top of here. And then we've still got to try and figure out which way we need to go back to find Emberthor. Otherwise we're going to be trying to find ways to climb up all the mountains. Yay, we found our body. So those are the bad guys. Right, so let's get as close to the... There's our body, look. Yeah, there's definitely no marker, look, where our body is. So we're really lucky that we knew where we died. Especially in new terrain. That could have been a real problem. We could have had to take 10 minutes rest sickness because we didn't know. It won't let me resurrect. That is definitely my body, look. It really is not popping up the you can resurrect thing. Ooh. Yeah, there's definitely a problem there because now I can't resurrect. I can't resurrect. It didn't mark where my body was. And I found my body and now it won't let me resurrect. So that's definitely a problem. Welcome to the beta. Here is your problem. We won't mark where your dead body is for you to recover it, and then when you get back you cannot res. Let us hope that this will work. We might have to res at the spirit healer and cut the video and come back in 10 minutes once we get the res sickness gone. Oh dear. Okay, I'll just type this in for them that I can't get resurrected now. It's like the game just didn't register that I died in this location, so it doesn't know that this is where I died, so it can't res me because it can't figure out that I'm in the vicinity to resurrect. Yeah. We are gonna have to take the resurrection sickness at the now, do I cut the video and come back in 10 minutes after the sickness is gone? Or do we take life and danger into our hands and just try and go back? Let's see what happens. The worst that can happen is that we end up dead again and we have to start all over with the rest sickness and stuff. Right, so I think we need to go to the top of that waterfall. So let's see how far up the mountain we can get with our sword ability. Oh look, there's like some rocks and stuff at the side. We might be able to walk up there if we thought. Oh, we made it! Oh, look at that! I was successful. I am shocked that I was successful. And I made that without feeling too queasy as well. And I have to be honest, I'm not comfortable with the motion when it pushes you upwards. It does make my head feel a little odd, but it didn't make me feel queasy, so that's good news for the motion sickness people. Right, so we've got a couple of like buff type spells at the moment that we've just been added, so we can play around with those as we go. Rally to Emberthor. The Primalists empowered their leader in some kind of ritual. Tell me everything.
Fair sky.
Oh, another work in progress.
His cultists speak of unleashing a storm.
The threat is greater than you know, young ones. We fear these primalists seek to release something ancient, something terrible.
Why should we trust you? Were you sent by the Earth Warder? Where is Neltharion?
Neltharion?
Right here,
It seems there is much you do not know. I am Abyssian, and this is Rathian. We will answer all your questions in time. But we must join forces and strike now, or the enemy will prevail.
This is our home. The Drakthir will defend it. We will fight beside you, but you do not give the orders here, dragons.
So Ebnon and Rathian are coming to help us.
but do try not to get in our way.
Look how little Rathian is
After all,
compared to him.
I know a thing or two about vanquishing ancient adversaries.
Ah, yes, he does. He just take on the old god. Very interesting. Pleasure to fight with you again, old friends. Let's see.
Let us begin.
Preservation or devastation? If what these dragons say is true, then a great battle is upon us. We need you focused and strong, Evoker. Time to choose your battle specialization. Will you preserve your allies or devastate your enemies? To hone your combat skills to their sharpest, choose devastation. To maximize your healing potential, take the path of preservation. Either specialization will serve you well, and remember, you can change or adapt it later. Choose a specialization. Ooh, time to pick. And we are going to get some legs.
Serve with honor.
Well, I think since we're probably going to be playing the storyline through with our Draxthir, I think we're probably going to go for the Devastation tree. So Devastation is a specialisation in magic and tactics that involve rapid deployment and ranged area of effect damage, and unleash the power of the red and blue Dragonflights. With this specialisation you will become... we got Mastery is Giant Killer. Increases the damage of your spells, okay, and then of course the opposite choice if you go for the healing side. Preservation is a specialisation devoted to protecting life. Evokers can quickly dash to injured allies and release powerful area of effect healing. See, I can't speak either. And that's the bronze and green flights. So you heal and you rewind time and stuff. So both sound quite interesting. The only mastery there is Lifebinder. Healing is increased. So both look kind of interesting. But yeah, if we're going to be playing solo through the storyline, I think we're probably going to want to go for the Devastation, aren't we? I can't get over how much smaller Rathian is. Oh, do you know what? I didn't click that, did I? Let's get a picture of Abyssian and Rathian. So our old pal Ebonhorn and then Rathian. Rathian is a lot younger dragon, isn't he? You kind of forget that he's a younger dragon. But you can see it there with his size being a lot smaller. Right, so I think we've got the picture that we'll probably use for the front of one of our videos. And I didn't click the box for which specialisation we wanted. So we're going to go Devastation. Right, so we get 3 new spells then here. So we've got lots more stuff to... okay, so if we use like the movement abilities, we can use like the return button to go back to where we started. Is that how it works? Maybe. And we've got buffs and new fire ability and... right, how do I want to set these action bars up now? I'm not actually sure where to put things because most of the spells we don't really know how they all work yet. So we're just playing around with stuff. So let's put the healing like across a bit and then the damage ones all together, and let's kind of line them up in the order that we think we're more likely to use them in, maybe. And we'll landslide. Okay. Yeah, so we've got lots of new toys to play with, and we've got to figure out what all of them do and when we want to use everything. Yeah, so kind of like buffs. Yeah, so we've got more things to play with now, which gives us more things to confuse us as to which one we should be playing. Yeah, forgive me, I'll just keep moving things around until I think they might possibly be in sort of the right positions for me to remember at least the rough area of the screen to go to for each different type of spell, and then we'll keep adjusting things as we go along, and we decide what we use the most and which ones are the best in different circumstances. But it will take us a little while to figure out what we think is the best way to do it.
What do you have to report?
Excellent choice. Remember, you can reconsider your specialisation and just abilities as needed, so long as you are not in the heat of battle. The Froststone Vault. Look there, across the reach. Primalist forces are converging on Froststone Vault. The storm they seek to unleash must be locked inside. Emberthal winces, wrestling with her broken memories. We fought this enemy before, and won. Neltharion commanded that the vault be secured, but I cannot remember why. This is no time for contemplation. Rally with Sarkaroth and the Ebon Scales at the vault. Ensure the enemy does not breach it.
We will find it.
So, let's go to the vault. Rally to Froststone Vault. Stop them from getting in and getting out, whatever the bad guy is that we can't remember what it is. Look, they're all flying confidently off. Let's see. Oh, we got airborne! Yay! That's a success. Alright, so 1 dives us forward. And 2. Yeah, 1 sends us forward and 2 sends us upwards. Okay, but we've oh no, I've got no more charges. Where am I going to fall? I didn't quite manage the top level. Alright, I'm going to have to... Oh, how do we get back up here now then? Ooh. Oh no! Don't be stuck! Oh, I fell that little tiny bit too short of the path. The path's on top of these rocks. That's the problem with the long cooldown then, isn't it, on the ability? I can't get up. I have wings and I can't get up. Oh, that is so frustrating. Why have we got such a long cooldown? Oh, no. It fell that little bit short of the path and I can't reset and I can't get up. Is there another way around? Or am I trapped here until the cooldown cools down? Oh, wait, is that a slope that we can maybe climb up? See, the terrain is built with wings and this flying or semi-flying, soaring, gliding thing in mind. But if you just miss the path, look, that could have been disastrous. That we could have been stuck for a long time trying to figure that out. Oh, you're going to make me fight you, aren't you now? Yeah. Yeah, so flying sounded like a great idea, but at the moment it's feeling a little restrictive and, how do I say this in a nice way? I'm not enjoying it. There's no nice way to say it, because it sets my motion sickness off, and there's so many limitations. It's on such a long cooldown. So if you make a small mistake, you end up in the wrong spot, and you could end up having to try and climb mountains, which are not designed for you to climb. They're designed for you to use flight. Which you can't use because you're on cooldown, because you fell off. And then if you try to move too much, it sets my motion sickness off. So no, I'm not enjoying it, I'm sorry. Yeah. And I still feel like I'm tickling them with my abilities. And they called it devastation, like I'm this super high-powered, strong animal, and I'm tickling up to death. Oh dear! I'm really, really hoping that the balance is just not quite right yet, and we're going to get a little bit of a buff to the new class. And because it does, it feels like I'm tickling them. No, that's so sad. You always have great hope for a new class, don't you? You're like, yeah, it's going to be great, but oh. I'm going to have to fight every lizard on the way up this path because I couldn't fly up. That is so frustrating. No, oh kitty. You failed at the flying, now you're frustrated. Come on then, dragon. Puffy puff breath out of them. Don't die, little dragon. Don't die. Oh look, my screen's flashing low health again. Oh. No, don't keep going up the path. Get your health back first. We do not wish to die again, not after we had all the problems with not being able to find our body and everything. We don't want to do that again. No, come on. At least there's some steps here, so that maybe they did realise that we would fail a lot on the flying. Right. Oh, it's finally cooled down, look. Oh, we're going to have to heal people by the looks of it there. So, quest to fight, quest to heal, maybe?
Get to the point.
The Emberstone Vault. Study their evoker. The ebon scales will put an end to this incursion. The prize inside. So the primalists want what's inside this vault. So Doveran narrows his eyes. Let them come. We will show them what the Drakthir were born to do. Okay, we're going to fight them.
Legacy. We will not let invaders claim it.
Oh, all the voices were overlapping. Here he comes. There's the primalist guy that's spinning powered. Look. Oh, it's one of those fill the bar quests. Look, so fight the bad guys, heal the good guys. Actually, that makes a lot of sense because we've just been given the choice to decide whether we're going to be a fighter or a healer. So you can fill the bar doing either or both. We're going to try and weave a bit of both in, I think.
Protect the innocent.
So we'll heal our guy and then we'll damage the bad guys if I can get that.
She shall be free.
Oh, that's weird. I was supposed to do the protocol if it didn't go off.
Aspects lift you on their
Interesting.
At long last, she shall be
Let's heal our friend. Alright, so we're at 40% already, so it's going up quite quickly. And then
let the storm be unleashed. At long last, she shall be free.
there we go. Just grey items off these guys. So my auto loot's not working again. Oh, tried to heal them and they moved. Let's do a heal on that guy. 52. One of those guys. Might be time to do a bit of fighting there, maybe. Yeah, it might be quite efficient to do the healing if you get like a chunk of our guys there fighting and you could drop like the big heal on the floor. That could be quite a very efficient way to do that. Though to be honest, this bar is filling up very, very quickly. I think we're probably going to have to go to another episode again because this is getting a little bit long now. So let's finish this quest off and then we might turn this in and then take a cut in the story and come back. Right, yeah, we're done now. Let's go turn this in. So we're going to turn in and then we're going to have the big fight, I think, at the end here. And then we'll come back to that in the next episode. We're overrun. They're about to breach the vault. Where are those black dragons? And we'll get a necklace. But we were winning, weren't we? I thought we were winning. Oh, cinematic. They're going to get the big bad out, aren't they? And we're going to have to fight. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Oh, Froststone Vault completed. And I will see you in the next one. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy gaming!